Then the use of the word nigger is a very prime example. Something that was all over my first mixtape, all over my first album, hasn't been on any of my records since. That wasn't an accident. That was a very conscious decision. I started doing a certain amount of reading. And it was one particular conversation I had. I was already on my way to saying, you know, what am I really doing? Particularly being that my mum's white, you know, and my dad's black. And if I started using the word honky and cracker as much as I used to use the word nigger, nobody would be entertained by it. That occurred to me amongst other things. But then I had a conversation with one of my elders, a guy called Toyin. He was a Yoruba brother. And he just looked at me and said, young brother, you're better than that. And from that day on, I just said, you know, he's right. If I were to use it, it would be in the only context that it deserves to be, and that's people who were trying to dehumanize a particular group of people. This idea that you can reclaim the word and it's a term of bollocks. As far as I'm concerned, it's complete and utter rubbish. That we can reclaim what is arguably the bloodiest word in human history. Because there's like 7 zillion ways rappers have told us we can kill other black people, you know? So I just feel like, because people say that to me, yeah, but you know, it's all that deep shit, and that's what I like to take the piss out of. It's like one person raps about being smart a little too much, and then he's going on, he's trying to be deep. But 7 million dudes rap about, and they're very specific, let's be clear, they're not rapping about being violent full stop. They're rapping about how many niggers they kill, right? That's cool, you can do that a zillion times, and we've normalized it so much we don't even question it. There's nowhere else in the world where anyone of any other color was told, you can't come in here because you're a nigger. There's nowhere in the world white people or Asian people were not allowed to sit on a bus because they were niggers, no, or where they were thrown overboard, or where we can say this and we can justify it, but I promise you, we're just kidding ourselves. And people look at us like we're clowns because we still call each other this. We can tell ourselves that's not the case.
It's not only black people, like black people call other races of people.
Because we're that stupid. not because it's okay. Because we've taken this word, and I'm not cussing. I used to do it, you know. So I'm not saying I'm not cussing.
I don't do it.
I'm saying this is something I used to do. So it's not like I'm judging no one who's 18, 19 doing it. It's just because they don't understand. If I gave them 5 books to read, I've given a room full of boys and I've showed them pictures of lynchings and they don't want to use the word no more. They think of it a whole different. But they didn't know what a lynching was when it started. So they're using this word and they actually have no idea that human beings used to be barbecued in public, and this word was the justification and put on postcards, and it was sent as it was entertaining because they were this word. Do you understand? Whereas if youths are not being told that today, they just think it's a song that they've heard in a 50 Cent record. You know, if we presented them, cool, this is the word that's being used, but by the way, this is what the blood attached to it, now you make a decision. I would put money on it. People educated that way from young wouldn't want to use the word. But we can't say it applies to everyone else because it just simply does not. It used to apply to Indians as well. They used to call Indian people that word. So maybe that argument could be made, but it can't be made that it applies to anybody.